What is happening, guys? Matty Martin is back again. You know where we are. It's getting there now. Just doing this video very quickly on the fly. Yes, Noche Vieja, Réveillon, le Réveillon de Noël. Exactly. Let's go. Better. Okay, guys. So yeah, just had to sort out the lighting a little bit there. So let's touch base with you in respect of these particular fragrances, guys. So I went to Zara, nothing particularly special, just done this on the fly as videos go. So we have two fragrances right about now. I picked up in the sale. Some of you guys have said to me, well, what would I recommend? So I've purchased what I personally would go for, and again, they just add to what I've got in there. So ultimately, guys, two fragrances now. First one, taking this one out, as you can see. Bam bam. Hopefully this one's, there we go. So very first one, guys, from the Cities collection. Got this one in at $7.99. Originally it's $10.99. This is one of those fragrances, guys, to me that ultimately is a classic, and in all honesty, for soul, for the city fragrances that come out, this one, soul, in my opinion, is probably one of the better ones. It's one of those fragrances, guys, that it does smell like Invictus from Paco Rabanne, and ultimately, guys, to me, this actually gives quite good, how can I say, good longevity. It gives me about 4 hours. I remember when I was going to Poland, Warsaw, I was going to a festival, and actually worn this one quite a few times, and this is the one, guys, that the compliments were crazy. Yes, you do need to reapply. Bottles changed slightly from what it was previously. Similar bottle as this actual style with the actual sprayer, but the actual slight change on atomizer as well. But the actual, let's have a look. Whoops. Yeah, so it's a nice fragrance, guys. This one seems to be slightly more potent out of the series of the Soul version. You've got the Soul Original, you've got the Soul Summer, and then you've got this one, which is ultimately the Winter version, which in my opinion is probably the better one, just because it lasts. You get a very nice element of this sort of nutmeg, mandarin, some nice, maybe some sort of cinnamon in there, probably some sandalwood as well. For me, guys, it's a well-rounded fragrance. It's not the best when it comes to obviously how well it's blended. Don't expect the beast mode performance that you get from Invictus, but if you're new to fragrances, guys, for £8, I don't think you can go wrong with this. This is a 100ml bottle. It's quite good, I think, from what it comes down to in respect of the actual scent itself. It's quite pleasant, it's quite fresh. The winter one, again, lends itself well to, you could easily wear this one in the club. It's not as loud, as I say, as Invictus, but it's loud enough to get you compliments and loud enough to get you noticed. If you don't like this one and you want a slightly more forceful type of Invictus fragrance without spending that much money, I would say go and check out the Blue Man Spirit. That's probably the one which is on par with this one. Slight variations from my opinion, because this one seems to have slightly more of a sort of, if you could imagine like a ginger, or maybe type of, maybe like, as I say, this sort of cinnamon spice note, slightly more, not quite Christmassy, but if you imagine like a, if you were to imagine even like a borderline sort of gingerbread note or something like that, that's what I'm picking up from this one. But I still get the freshness, that I get like a oceanic note in there, and also again I get this mandarin, and the difference with this one compared to the other ones, I think this one, as I say, has slightly more of a spicy element, where the other ones seem to be slightly more fresher. And when I say that, I'm talking about just the Soul and Soul Summer version. However, for what it is though, guys, $7.99 I paid for it. It's not bad. I'll have this one for who knows. I think I've had, in the whole time I've been doing these fragrance reviews, I probably had like 2 of these ones. And again, I buy these ones when they're on sale. I just wait till next year and buy it on sale. But this is one of my staples, guys. I do enjoy this one. Sometimes I wear it to work, but it's definitely for the club. I wear that one. So this is this one, guys, Soul Winter. Again, in the box so you can see, so you know which one to go and pick up. And this ain't a bad fragrance at all, guys. Go and check it out and let me know your thoughts. And the last one, guys, again, just very quickly, because I just picked up 2. The other one's True Leather. It's just not, I don't need to buy those fragrances. I've already got Tom Ford or Ombre Leather, which for me is what it is. That's more than enough, so I don't need to buy anything else. But for me, guys, in the very final one, let's go. And is this one, guys, is this one, as you can see, this is the Zara 9.0, the original one, or at least the newer version of the original one. It's not the classic I'll tell you why. This one, guys, is $9.99. I purchased this one from, and it was reduced from $12.99. So just opening this one here. So guys, again with this one, the bottle is similar to what came out previously, but the actual labeling has changed slightly for this second version. I would say second edition. Keynote breakdown is on the front as well. There we go. Keynote breakdown is on the front, guys. With this is 9.0, bergamot, juniper, coriander, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. And for what it is, guys, again, as you see, again, guys, I'm going to say the same thing. This has been reformulated. Don't go and expect the beast mode performance that you got from the very first original one. Same goes for 8.0 as well. That's also in the green bottle. This one has been reformulated, guys. It's a nice fragrance. Again, Dior Valentino Uomo vibe, waxy lipstick type of vibe that you get. It's not as deep and it's not as rich as Dior but don't expect that much. For me though, guys, when we did the last fragrance review, I do believe that this one for the classics came out as probably one of the better ones. Now I need to do some fragrance reviews or female opinions with this one specifically, but the reason why I buy this one now is because I do know what's going to happen is that the classics will take over and these older bottles will just disappear. They're just going to disappear, guys. Now this is in a new type of bottle, a new type of box. If you can get, if there's like an older box, which is like a grey box, I think. If you can find older boxes, guys, I'd highly recommend go and buy the older version. I bought this one because this is all I saw on the website. They did have at some point an older version, but they were only in the multi-packs. I don't need two. So for me, guys, this was enough for what it was for $9.99. It's not bad at 100 ml. It's one of those fragrances that will last for me for years. I'm not going to run out of this particular fragrance. But the last one I had, as I say, I had it for about 2 to 3 years, and the actual juice, it started to, the juice itself actually started to go off, so to speak, and it got to a point where I couldn't even smell it. It smelled so alcoholic that it just was like, this is just gone now. People talk about where to keep your fragrances and so forth. I'm not going to get into that. I just don't see the point. That's your decision. But if you smell something and you know it doesn't smell right, you just got to let it go. For £10 or £12, I'm not going to hold on to something and I'm trying to find the nuances as to why it still smells good. It just smelled wrong to me. It didn't work anymore, and it smelled too alcoholic for it. It's like wine that's been left open too long. It starts to smell like vinegar. That's what it smelled like. So this is a new one for me, new bottle. As I say, the classics version has been watered down, so do not try and get that confused. What would I say between this one, the classics one, and extreme? I will do a review on that one, guys. I will do a review. If you want to see that particular review, leave your comments down below. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Just a very quick video, guys, but what I would recommend if you're going to go and buy anything from the sale would be these two. This one will get you for the club. This one's equally for the club. This one's more of a fashionable sort of nouveau type of fragrance, in my opinion. This one, again, for me is a staple classic. Gets me compliments. Slightly alcoholic in the opening, but the dry down is where the real magic happens, with this type of mandarin, orange, nice, creamy type of cinnamon note, sandalwood note. Real nice sort of fragrance for me. And this one, as I say, guys, this one is probably one of the better fragrances Zara ever released. That's what I'm probably gonna say. This is probably one of the better fragrances that they've released. Nice, fresh. As I say, with this type of this sort of, it just screams to me like a, how can I say, chic type of fragrance. That blend of this Dior and Valentino Uomo, I personally prefer Valentino Uomo, but at the same time, Dior was the original fragrance that came out, and this one, guys, is a nice take on that, and one of the better ones from Zara. It doesn't seem to be as tampered as much as some of the other ones that they release. However, this is the older bottle. This is not the first edition, this is the second edition, and then the third edition, which is the classics, is slightly different. That's not really the same, in my opinion. So that's just really what I'd advise you guys. Go and check these ones out. Have you bought anything in the sale? If you have, let me know. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.